Our top story tonight, confusion is growing ahead of one of the Lowcountry's most important military traditions. Contradicting messages about a federal presence at Parris Island events are leaving some families with questions just days before they are set to arrive. WSAV's Danielle Cobb breaks down what we know right now.
Will ICE agents be here at Parris Island's Family Day and graduation? We were told yes by base officials yesterday and then no by an ICE spokesperson. And even after talking with base officials Wednesday,
due to operational security reasons, I can't specifically cite which federal partners will be present for graduation this week or future weeks.
It's unclear what federal authorities will be on site for the two events. This confusion started after the Recruit Depot's website indicated federal agents would be on base screening and checking immigration status. At least that was the message yesterday morning until language changed hours later.
One of our challenges is to ensure that we clearly message to all potential visitors who are coming to Parris Island what the requirements are to access the installation. We want to make sure there is no doubt in anyone's mind.
Or for anyone to show up to the gate unprepared, they tell me. The federal agents are set to help get the 2,000 to 8,000 visitors expected through the gate smoother and faster. Officials say it won't look any different than the last graduation.
This is entirely about providing as many families as possible an efficient and effective security screening process so that they may safely enjoy their Marines graduation. We want to welcome as many families to the graduation experience as possible, regardless of their citizenship status. And in order to do so, there are certain processes which we have to follow. And in order to follow those processes, we coordinate closely with our federal law enforcement partners.
The base is currently doing 100% ID checks as part of enhanced security measures. As far as potentially arresting or detaining anyone, they will follow standard procedures for trespassing without proper identification. Danielle Cobb, WSAV News 3, on your side.
A longtime Liberty County commissioner has been arrested and is facing some disturbing allegations. Marion Stevens was taken into custody on Saturday along with Valencia Stevens, accused of cruelty to children. The case involves a 12-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl who were living with Valencia. We're told the boy went missing on Friday night and hours later turned up at a home telling the owner of that home that he was hungry. That incident started the investigation. We reached out to the Board of Commissioners. In a statement, officials say they are aware of the arrest and, quote, while the charges are serious, this matter is unrelated to the performance or activities of his office. Out of respect for the legal process, the board says it will not comment further. We will continue to gather details on this case and bring them to you on air and online at WSAV.com. Traffic ticket scams are targeting some Chatham County residents, with police warning that these schemes can cost victims hundreds of dollars. Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley says there are two common types of scams, one through phone calls, another through text messages. He says both often create a sense of urgency, threatening consequences if you don't pay right away. Chief Hadley emphasizes that legitimate law enforcement agencies will not contact you by phone or text to demand payment. So if you receive a suspicious call or text, police say you should contact the county or agency directly to verify whether the message is real. New at 6, Savannah State University has officially appointed a new chief of police, and today, his first day on campus. Chief Torrance Garvin has served in Savannah for over 30 years. He spent the past 34 years actually with the Savannah Police Department, bringing decades of experience to his new role. He says Savannah State has always been close to his heart. He grew up coming to campus while his mother worked there and later attended the university himself. Over the next 90 days, he says he will be in an observation period, meeting with students and staff and getting a first-hand look at campus life.
New things that we're going to try to implement is having campus security cars around, and you're going to see a lot of uniform officers. You're going to see different people in and out, as far as us teaming up with the different partners throughout the city, the county, and even Thunderbolt, and even the sheriff department. We're going to be bringing them on board just to be out here on the campus, because the sense of security and the sense of safety is top priority.
Chief Garvin taking over the position from interim SSU Chief Sidney Thomas, who served in the role for 4 months. A follow-up now, the Tybee Island City Council is reviewing how they regulate short-term rentals, including whether to limit how many are allowed in each part of the island. This graph shows short-term rentals compared to total residential units in 2025. Nearly half of the homes in Sector 4, the south end, are rentals. The council wants to balance tourism, neighborhoods, housing, and safety. Councilmember Catherine Williams and others say current rules are too loose and they need stronger enforcement by police.
I also want us to increase the fees. I think our fees are too low. I want us to strictly prohibit parties in residential neighborhoods. I want us to address the parking. And then I want us to recognize that in spite of all of this, it's still not enough.
The council is also discussing the future of STR transfers, homestead exemptions, applications, and signage. There is no vote taking place tonight. The next council meeting is set for April 9th. Tybee Island is getting a major investment in public safety with plans now in motion for a brand new fire station designed to keep up with the island's growth. WSAV's Nikaya Harris has a look at what this means for the future of emergency response on Tybee.
For almost 100 years, firefighters have answered calls inside of this building, but that is about to change. Tybee Island's fire station on Jones Avenue has been here since the 1930s. Built for volunteers long before the island had a full-time department it has today. And after decades of growth, firefighters say the community has simply outgrown the building. Now Tybee is getting a major boost, a $5 million federal investment sponsored by Representative Buddy Carter to help build a brand new station on Butler Avenue. One challenge with the current layout is that firefighters have to sleep in a separate building from the trucks, so they're having to move between the two when calls come in, no matter the weather. Chief Justin McMillian says the new design will eliminate the extra step and save precious time.
It may not seem like that big of a deal, but when it's your loved one having a medical emergency or anything else that we're needing to respond to, every second and minute matters.
Now this federal investment marks the start of a new chapter for Tybee's emergency response. Reporting on Tybee Island, Nikaya Harris, WSAV News 3, on your side.
News around Georgia now. The golf clubs are out for the Augusta National Women's Amateur. It is day one today, and WSAV's Colby Zach was at Champions Retreat to follow the action.
Yeah, it's April 1st, which means it is officially the beginning of Masters Month here in Augusta. We had a great day to kick things off with one of the most prestigious women's amateur golf tournaments in the world. It's the Augusta National Women's Amateur, and we had some local golfers too. We start with the South Carolina Gamecock, who's been here 3 other times before. It's Ella Galitsky. Galitsky struggled in the first 9, but she was rolling in the back 9 with an eagle on 10, a birdie on 12, and a chance for another birdie on 14, and she drills it. She finishes the day at 2 over, tied for 49th.
It feels great. My assistant coach was out here today, so, you know, it feels more like home because everybody's, you know, cheering for us. Not everybody, but a lot of people are, and it just feels great.
Moving over now to a Johns Creek, Georgia native, Ava Merrill. Here she is, finishing her round on hole 9 at 2 under with a chance for birdie, and she drills it. It's Merrill's first ever start at the event, but she's off to a great one at 3 under, tied for 12th.
It's so special to be playing this event. I feel like I'm at home with the pines, and kind of the feel of the golf course feels like a home course to me. You know, I grew up driving in and seeing a statue of Bobby Jones at my home course, which is really cool because of Augusta and everything. So I feel like this tournament is extra memorable for me.
And the great part is that this is only day 1, and we have 3 more days of action here at Champions Retreat. So be sure to tune in to WSAV for updates every single day. But for now, in Augusta, Colby Zach, WSAV News 3, on your side.
Now, Time Saver Traffic, sponsored by Arrowhead Clinic, the accident doctors, where it pays to get well.
Well, throughout our afternoon commute, the only main issues that we have been watching has been slow-moving traffic along 95 in Chatham County. Also seeing some delays along 16 westbound just past I-95, but the speeds do improve as you head further to the west. As far as those actual drive times heading out of the city, going to places like Bullitt County, taking about a half an hour, taking 60 minutes to get from downtown Savannah to Hardeeville. Weather-wise, nothing to slow us down over the next few days. Just a few spotty showers are possible. Rain chances increase just a little bit as we head into the weekend as temperatures remain well above normal. Cooler weather does make a return to the forecast. We'll talk all about that coming up in a few moments when News 3 at 6 continues.